Hi, I'm Dr. Henry Black, President of the American Society of Hypertension and a clinical professor of internal medicine at the New York University School of Medicine. There's a very interesting thing that's happened in New York City over the past few months that I'd like to share with you. Any restaurant with more than 15 outlets in the city or nationwide is now required to have calories with everything you order. It's amazing. Think you're ordering a nice, healthy-looking salad, and then you realize when you add in a little bacon and a little dressing, it's 1,300 calories, which is a lot for lunch if you're watching your weight. If you go to a breakfast place, oatmeal is 190 calories, and the croissant is 420. The croissant better taste very much better if you want to have all those extra calories. Now, what I think this represents is a very interesting behavioral trick that public health officials are doing. They're not saying you can't eat foods that are high in fat or high in calories. They're just simply telling you how much is in them. And you make your own choice. If you don't know what you're eating or not sure what you're eating, it can be very confusing to wonder how come you continue to gain weight when you think you're watching what you do, having a salad, for example. The other thing that New York City is now also considering is to make salt shakers optional on tables at a restaurant. You can get it if you want it, but you have to ask for it. It's what they did when we had a water shortage. Water was available to you, but it wasn't put on the table for you to use. And if you wanted to put salt on your food or have a glass of water, you had to go to the active decision of asking for it. They're not saying you can't have Chinese food or you can't have soy sauce on it, but they're making you make that decision. Hypertension is an increasingly important problem, especially as we get older and especially as we get more obese. And salt is the major behavioral thing we can do. Exercise is useful, weight loss is useful as well, but keeping the salt intake to a reasonable amount is the key to managing and preventing hypertension. If we're going to do anything with this cardiovascular epidemic and prevent people from coming from what are okay blood pressures in our prehypertensive range or even in our normal range from getting into the hypertensive range where they need treatment and are at greater risk, we have to pay attention to that. I find it very easy to read fiber labels, to read saturated fat labels, but not so much for salt. Now I think this is going to help, and this is where we're focusing. So the City of New York and its mayor and Tom Frieden, its health commissioner, are to be commended for paying attention to this, hopefully helping the health of the city and ultimately the health of the nation. So thank you very much.